Replacement theology and anti-Semitism has been a problem going on ever since the first centuries, when the Jewish people Jerusalem was destroyed and the Jewish people were scattered all over the world. And then because Jerusalem was destroyed and Israel was destroyed, people started believing anti-Semitism because they say it was destroyed, and so, God rejected the Jewish people. So this has been going on from the first centuries. It's nothing new. But we see that people like Martin Luther, many of the church fathers, were into replacement theology. But Martin Luther, while he received the Lord and he was a great blessing to the Gentiles with releasing the message of the Reformation and justification by faith, unfortunately, he carried with him the baggage of the Catholic Church in regards to the Jewish people. He never rejected this, and we know that he got very upset when the Jewish people refused to receive Jesus. He said their tongues should be cut out from their mouths, they should be deported from Germany, and that they should be destroyed. So he was very much against the Jewish people because they rejected the Messiah. And we know that Adolf Hitler used this very teaching to justify the Holocaust, as you so well show in the movie that you're releasing. And so we believe this is a very, very important release of this production to help the church to be delivered from replacement theology, especially in the year of the 500 years of the Reformation, this year when many people are thinking about Martin Luther. And we thank God for the blessing that he was to the church, but unfortunately he was a curse to the Jewish people. And my prayer is that through this DVD, that many people's eyes will be enlightened and the replacement theology will be removed from the church in the nation of Korea and in other nations. Because once they see the deception and the blindness and what the radical demonic effect that his words had upon Adolf Hitler in launching the Holocaust, we believe that God will remove the blindness of replacement theology from many Christians all over the church in Korea. May God use this film as a watershed breakthrough for many Koreans to be delivered from replacement theology and many Christians around the world to stand for God's covenant with Israel in the last days.
Will you state your full name? Julius Streicher.
Mein Himmelswillen, dass der Jude stirbt.
Streicher's incitement to murder and extermination at the time when Jews in the East were being killed under the most horrible conditions clearly constitutes persecution on political and racial grounds.
Gab es außer Ihrem Wochenblatt, insbesondere seit dem Machtantritt der Partei, noch andere Presseerzeugnisse in Deutschland, welche die Judenfrage in judengegnerischem Sinne behandelten?
Antisemitische Presseerzeugnisse gab es in Deutschland durch Jahrhunderte. Es wurde bei mir zum Beispiel ein Buch beschlagnahmt von Dr. Martin Luther. Dr. Martin Luther säße heute sicher an meiner Stelle auf der Anklagebank, wenn dieses Buch von der Anklagevertretung in Betracht gezogen würde.
Luther as a God-centered man.
So here's a man that was absolutely used by God.
A great preacher of the Bible.
Martin Luther is one of the shining lights that has brought transformation to the church.
Church, 15th and 16th century, was both a theological religious institution, but it was also a state.
Pope at that time was head of the Medici dynasty.
The level of corruption was immense.
Bald das Geld im Kasten klingt, die Seele aus dem Fegefeuer springt.
He used the indulgence to bring money.
Das ist natürlich Blasphemie.
That was something that really struck him, also made him angry.
Jesus Christus will, dass das ganze Leben der Christen eine Buße sei.
Luther says often that the gospel always has enemies.
Ja, es ist sehr bedrückend und sehr schlimm, was Martin Luther hier formuliert.
The Jews are the first and the perennial enemy of the gospel for Luther.
He was a man filled with rage toward the Jewish people.
Dass man ihre Synagogen oder Schulen mit Feuer anstecken und das nicht verbrennen, mit Erde überhäufe und überschüttet.
Not only that, it's impossible to convert the Jews. They will never be converted because that's God's punishment for them.
Zum anderen, dass man auch ihre Häuser desgleichen zerbreche und zerstöre.
Forbid Jews to utter the name of God publicly. This is horrible.
If the Christians would not expel the Jews from the land, the last day God would punish the Christians.
Best thing was to drive them out like the French, the English, the Spanish have done so, and to be without them.
Dass man die Juden, das Geleit und Straße ganz und gar aufhebe.
Not possible to be more offensive to my people.
They used Luther for their political ideology.
Nazism was able to thrive and prosper in Germany because of the foundation that Martin Luther had laid.
The overall message of the Nazis was Luther is great because he was an anti-Semite.